D-Lo404 here. I want to say shout out to my subscribers. Welcome back to the channel. Any repeat viewers, welcome back to the channel. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. If you're feeling my content, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. All right, quick, I want to talk about this. Tyson Fury coming on, basically coming on a couple of outlets and refuting the rumors that he was, thinking about backing out of the Deontay Wilder fight. I want to say that, yeah, I was one of the people who made a video. I actually wasn't accusing him of anything. I just basically said that if the rumors are true and if he backs out of this fight, Tyson Fury may as well go ahead and retire, because he's not going to be taken seriously at any point when it comes to any major fights. And that's all I can say about it. So that's kind of where I left my video. But now that he's come out and said that he's not trying to back out of the fight. The fight's on. He's looking forward to the fight. I want to commend him for that. That's what he should say. That's what he should be feeling. I mean, because the end of the day, Wilder didn't seek Tyson Fury out. Tyson Fury consistently made videos saying how he wanted to fight Wilder, how Wilder was a bum, etc., etc. Whether he really feels that way about Wilder being a bum or not is irrelevant. That's what he said. So with that being said, if he actually feels that Wilder is a bum, and that he said that Wilder is a bum, then he certainly shouldn't be trying to back out of the fight. But I don't think Tyson Fury believes that. I think Tyson Fury knows how dangerous Wilder is, and that Wilder could could hurt him really bad in that fight, and could ultimately have him in a situation where he's rethinking whether or not he wants to be a boxer again. But like I said, I'm glad that he came out and denounced those rumors. I'm glad that he came out and said that this fight's still on like Donkey Kong, I think is what his phrase was. I'm looking forward to the fight. I hope, Team Wilder and Team Fury are looking forward to the fight. Hoping these guys go out there and give it their all, and hope, the best man wins the fight. I don't foresee, at this point, barring some major injury, I don't foresee these guys not coming together, making this fight happen. I feel like, even with some minor injury, we know Wilder will fight with a minor injury, or sometimes a somewhat major injury. I don't think Wilder's going to pull out of the fight unless it's absolutely 100% the only course of action, and I'm thinking that at this point, Fury's probably in the same situation, because he knows that, if he does that, like I said before, I mean, he may as well go ahead and retire. I mean, it would be a very long road back after that. And, and if he did pull out, my God, for Wilder, it would have to be very deflating, considering all the other situations he's had with, and horrible luck he's had with guys that he had, signed the fight or were in talks to fight with, or whatever the case is, just going, the fight's going down the drain because of guys failing drug tests. I think he had like 3 guys, maybe 3 guys in a row failed drug tests, or maybe he had 2 guys failed a drug test. It was Povetkin, and then it was some other guy, and then who was a replacement for Povetkin, and then I think he fought Gerald Washington, I believe, as the 3rd option, and then I think after that, I want to say, the Ortiz fight, when it was going to happen the first time, I think there was the other person that failed. I mean, I know it was Ortiz, but I don't know exactly the sequence, chronological order, so to speak. But I'm pretty sure that's kind of how it went down. And then also, the guys that, just flat out refused to fight him. Your Charles Martins, your Joseph Parkers, Glaskov. The guys that just basically just said, no thanks. I don't want those problems. And then you got the $50 million man who, man actually asked for $50 million, said I'd sign tomorrow. Tomorrow never came. You know, after he got offered that $50 million that he thought would never get offered to him. So, Wilder's had his share of hard luck over the last few years getting the fights he's wanted to make. So, that's kind of where it is. And even you think about Tyson Fury, well, before that, Klitschko, Wilder and Klitschko were, supposed to be making a fight, once around the time that Klitschko fought Fury, and then Klitschko wound up losing to Fury. So that pretty much killed, the Wilder fight. Once he lost to Fury, there was a rematch clause, and then after that didn't happen, Vlad kind of went off to, basically, he kind of stepped away from the sport as if he might be retired himself, and then, came back and fought AJ. But that also, Fury went off the rails and stepped away from the sport, and he and Wilder had their face off, and they were in talks about potentially making a fight as well. So, he's had, 6, 7, 8 opponents or potential opponents that, for one reason or another, wasn't able to make the fight that he was actually trying to make. So, I'm hoping that Fury does make it to the ring, and I'm hoping that the fight is everything that we expect it to be. And, as boxing fans, I think it's good for the sport. It's good for the heavyweight division that two of the top guys are fighting each other. Because like I always say, if fighters want to fight each other, they find a way to fight one another. When guys don't want to fight, they find reasons not to make a fight. And I think these two guys want to fight, so the fight got made. But if they didn't want to make the fight, if one or the other didn't want to make the fight, you'd have had some long, drawn-out negotiations that never came together, and at the end of the day, fans would have felt like they were just jerked around and the fight was never real to begin with. So, like I said, I commend Fury for coming out making that statement. Now I want to be able to commend Fury for getting in the ring. I want to be able to say, much respect to Tyson Fury for actually going through with the fight and making it happen. And regardless of the outcome, I'll be a fan of his for stepping up to the challenge and actually daring to be great. Because what Fury's done to work his way back in the fighting shape and to put himself in a position to get a fight, such as the fight with Wilder, is nothing to be sneezed at. The man deserves all the credit in the world, because it takes a lot of dedication and hard work just for the average person to lose 20, 30, 40 pounds, let alone for an athlete to lose over 100 pounds and actually get themselves in competition shape. Because it's one thing to lose the weight, it's another thing to get the conditioning in and to actually get to a position where you could actually be competitive again in whatever sport you're competing in. So, much respect to Fury for what he's done on his road back. And once again, I'll say I'm looking forward to this fight. I'm glad Fury came out and denounced these rumors. I'm hopeful that the fight happens. I'm hoping to be able to get me a ticket and get out to the fight if it's not too close to Christmas. I'll put it like that. If it's a little too close to Christmas, I'm probably not gonna go. If it's toward I'll put it like this: if it's toward the end of November, I'm probably not going. If it's from the middle to the beginning of November, I probably will make the fight. But either way, I definitely will tune in. If I don't make it, I'll definitely tune in and watch it on pay-per-view. Show these guys some support for wanting to be the best in the sport. With that, I'm going to close out the video and just say shout out to the LDBC. Shout out New Media. Want to say I appreciate my subs and appreciate anybody that's viewing this video. If you're not subscribed, once again, please subscribe to the channel. I'm out. Thanks.